What do the Patey brothers say? Back to work. Back to work. So I got ahead of myself. I got a little excited, but I cut some of the panel. This is where the EFIS will go. This is going to be airspeed, radio, and then over here I'm going to have another hole for the turn coordinator, but I did put switches in, which look awesome. Obviously it looks weird with the silver bare aluminum, but these will light up to say they're on, which is going to be helpful for just quick glances. I just took these out because I was getting a little excited and wanted to move on. I have my start button here. So basically on this side, it's going to be all my lights and auxiliary things. So these will be like panel lights, nav lights, strobe, landing. This is going to be right here a USB power. And the USB is going to be plugged. Where's USB? USB is going to be right here. This is going to be start button. It's going to be a push start, which is going to be awesome. You've got your mags right here. I think it's going to be 1 and 2 or whatever. And then we've got a battery backup, master, and a avionics, and then fuel pump. Over on this side we're going to have our compass, and then it's going to be empty here for future upgrades. And then down here you're going to have the iPad set up, which I'll cut out when I get the actual piece. This is kind of just a test piece. I bought it from RANS, and then I ended up, the design comes down here more, and I figured, well, I'm not going to bolt this and make some janky thing, but this would be a good test piece to see how everything fits. But it's going good. It's kind of exciting once you get to this point, because then it's actually coming together. Alright, it's a little dark in here, but you can see the mess is starting to get cleaned up. So I wired my, I got my harness for my, this is the harness for the Micro Air M760. It's kind of a bitch to wire because you had to solder this D-sub connector. So I've got that going. Tested the radio, it seemed to work. I've got all my switches. These are switches for nav, strobe, and landing lights, and USB. And then I got my master switch over here wired, and I've pulled the ignition and the starter cables, and I wish I could show you guys a better angle, but I ran the pitot tubes back here, and let's see if I can zoom in here. You can kind of see that little T right there. That'll be my moisture drain. This is my fuse bus. On the right side is going to be my main bus, and on the left is avionics. All the wires will come from the top down to those holes or the back and wire up. And I have a plastic cover that goes over the top of them and secures everything and covers the negative and positive terminals. I'm going to probably put some sort of like plastic or something on the inside of the lid since the fuse panels are mounted upside down. I don't want vibrations to loosen the fuses and they will come out. I doubt that'll happen, but you know, good security. Be like a little block inside there. I've got the GPS mounted, which I already said, and the transponder, kind of wiring those up. I'm not wiring the serial ports yet just because I'm kind of waiting to have the panel in here. You can see those colored cables going into it. That's my terminal block that I put. I mounted it on some Adele clamps, and it seems to work out so far. That's the trim wires coming in there. That way I can not have to wire them directly together in case I get a service something. It'll also be where all my engine monitoring sensors will go into from the engine. So if I ever have to change the sensor or something, I don't have to unwire and cut cables. So that bus bar was kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, this is a very small space. I'm at a point where I can build the panel, which I'm going to actually order when I go home now, order the piece of aluminum, and put things in and probably start finalizing the wiring. There's just so many little things to do that have been really keeping me busy, and my ADD is constantly taking over. Oh, I got this nice dash. I've got this new dash cover. I haven't fully cut it, but it's this nice like headliner material. Looks really clean. Covers up all those rivets. I think I'm going on possibly at least a week. Maybe not hours wise, but I've been working on it for at least a week. And I'm almost there. I want to say 80% there. And let's just cross our fingers that it all starts up and works. That's going to be the fun part. Well guys, there you go. I got the metal cut and the template put on. I'm gonna start drilling some holes. Wish me luck. Here's my panel. I'm going on about a week and a half of working on this. Maybe 4 to sometimes maybe 6 hours of work on this whole process. I think it's going okay. It feels like it's been taking forever, but so what I'm doing right now, I've got most of my panel cut. And I did not CNC this. I'll tell you that. I got my file. And so right here is where my iPad mount's gonna go. And it's got a very flush mount, so there's no bezel to hide any imperfections. As you can see, this for my EFIS is just all jagged, but there's a nice bezel that covers it. You won't even know it's there. So I had to cut it short and file, and I've been filing probably for the last 30 minutes to get it perfect. And it's actually turned out nice because there's these radiuses right here that, let me see, you can kind of see in the corners there's these radiuses that have made it difficult because if you square those off then it's going to look like crap. So there's an iPad mount from Guardian. It's got a fan on the back. And it's going to pop in just like so. I don't know if you probably can't tell, but that's the idea. And so I've been filing a little, test fitting a little, and I mean for the most part it's pretty much there, I think. So although this has taken a lot more time, it saved me probably $150 doing this or more, doing this way with the CNC machine. And then it gives me the opportunity to make sure everything's right. You know, you send your design to the CNC and hope that it actually is right. For example, when I cut the test panel, these switch holes were way too close together according to my CAD design. So it's a lot more work, but you know, blood and sweat makes it worth it. All right, guys, it looks like we might be turning something on. Definitely had to record this. Hopefully it happens. I've got the backup battery wired fully, so it should, in theory, when the backup master is flipped, it should give power to the radio, the EFIS, the GPS, and the little light. So we're gonna test just the LED light first, just to make sure everything's okay with that. So let's do it. So in theory, if I flip this switch, I should get a blue light. Oh! I have a blue light! Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes! Uh-oh. There's still a blue light. It's going away. Huh. Nothing tripped? That's interesting. Okay, so the blue light came on, but what was weird was the blue light stayed on after I turned it off. So I'm not sure what that means, if it's just residual power, which kind of is, I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing. Do I want to turn on, plug in the display? Let's do it. Let's do it. Holy crap. I think it worked. What? What? It worked. It's I don't know if it's booting up or whatever, but the screen changed. It's, look at the attitude in the air. We're almost there, as I say every day. That's a good sign. And my GPS, it should be powered up, but it's not hooked up to my EFIS, so I don't think there's a... What are you doing?
All right.
What are you making?
Making a bracket for your EIS.
Are those speed holes?
Yeah.
Lightening the plane up?
Yeah. Well, you know, we're building a speed machine, so.
All right, we're back at it. We're trying to get the EIS mounted. That's the last of the avionics to actually get mounted, aside from putting it in the panel. But we gotta wire it up, so we gotta get it mounted. Anyways, what do the Patey brothers say?
Back to work.
Back to work. Check it out. There's a panel in there. I just had to. It's been a long day. A lot of screw ups. A lot of mistakes. I don't know if it was the heat or whatever, because it's definitely getting hot in here. I apparently painted one of the bezel pieces on the wrong side, so I had to repaint that. I got the panel here and instantly scratched it, and I'm getting really excited. Really excited, because this has been a labor of love. I'll tell you, you go through more zip ties and you spend more time on one thing and researching things than anything else. It's hard to move along, but you want to do it right, obviously. And since this was my first undertaking, I mean, it's not that much different than, say, wiring a car or a motorcycle. There's a few specifics that I've had to learn, little tricks, little rules or regulations. I don't know what you would call them, just things that are done mostly in aviation. And it's taken me a while. Anyways, we're gonna be moving. That's right, I got a new hangar all to myself, so none of this crap. And it's got nice epoxy floors. It's clean. It has a microwave, a mini fridge. Definitely need those. Exciting. Here, check it out one more time. Where the turn coordinator and airspeed indicator are, there's going to be another yellow bezel, and the same thing will be on the right side there, where the compass is going to be. I got the iPad that'll be in the bigger hole, and then the EFIS up top. All right. We're going to pull it out and turn on the master. before I was turning on the backup master, and that was off the backup battery. And now we're going to see if there's a fire preceding this, or is it posting it? What is preceding after? Yeah, whatever. Just kind of checking. Don't worry, Derek. We'll actually turn the engine on when you're here. I'm going to pull it out just because, like, for some reason there's a fire or something, or the prop starts to spin for some reason, you know, safer. Sorry. Oh, I wonder where this goes.
Say that a lot.
I know. All right. So let me just do a once over, make sure there's nothing hooked up to the plane that I forgot. I haven't rolled this thing out in probably a month now. All right. Now I just gotta get our kind of wrench here. Ta-da! It's not fully done. Compass going there. I got another one of these yellow pieces going here. And then we've got my iPad that slip slides right in here. And then you just kind of clip it in. You got your Garmin. All right. We're going to put our brakes on just in case. So,
Where am I standing?
you're standing right there. That's fine. There's no fuel in the plane. So there's no fuel in the plane. So even if it did turn over, it would probably last a couple seconds. But I've got my feet on the brakes. Brakes are stiff. And all we're doing is turning the master on. I've unplugged the starter button, so the starter should not start. And that's it. The mags are off. So let's turn on our backup master. This would be our backup battery. And it'll take a minute to boot this up. That's the battery backup. It powers the EFIS, the radio, and then underneath here, you won't be able to see it, is the engine information system. All GRT except for the radio is GRT. That's GRT. Grand Rapids technology. Great company so far. We'll see how they work out. All right, first we're gonna throw the master. So here we go. That's good. Spins up to give you your turn coordination. I don't remember it sounding like that. Hopefully it's not damaged from just sitting or something. And then now we've got avionics. So this light should go off. Yes. You hear the fan? I've got a fan here to ventilate.
Your lights are back on.
My beacon is now on. That is awesome. That goes on when the beacon goes on. All right. So we're doing good so far. So I've got a blue lights. I got my horn. The horn definitely works. Oh God, I'm so giddy here. I haven't turned my USB on yet. So we're going to turn on first strobes. Cool. And now we're going to do nav lights. We got green and red. These are panel lights. How do you like that?
Looks like a submarine.
Aviation red, so it doesn't destroy your night vision. That's pretty awesome.
Light up?
Oh, there you go. 12.9, those are good volts right there. It's a little voltmeter. So I've moved my headset inputs up here. It used to be this big intercom box here, which it's all built into the radio, so we're gonna see if those work. I don't know which one's pilot and passenger, but we'll try it out here. Okay, so it does not sound good. So we'll have to investigate that. It's very quiet and a little staticky, so I'm not quite sure. I did not ground up here, so I'm not sure if that's part of it, because I've been researching and some say don't ground in both spots. So far, 2 thumbs up. I'm excited. Are you? Flying Eyes, not sponsored. We're gonna pull it out. And we're gonna start her up for the first time with the new panel. should hook up the parking brake. That works. Oh. Oh, man. Airfront.
Back in the out position. Turn your fuel pump off. You won't need it for that. Go in on the map. First, yeah. Well, starts.
I'd say probably a full turn. Trying to get it set right. You can see, you just have to get the numbers right, or close. I think we got it. We got her idling at 1900 RPM. The gauges are pretty steady. The gauges are pretty good. We did a rub at 4,000 max. Checked out. Up to 4. Going up to 4. So here's the hangar. We got her in. We got her runned up. Oh, there's one bottle of water. You can have. Oh, there's a frozen one. That's no good. You want it? You sure?
Yeah.
It even comes with bottled waters.
I'll let you toast your new hanger.
Toast with water. Yeah, it's warm out. Yeah, this is it. Pretty cool. Let's see. Little workbench. Came with chairs. Thermometer. Derek not included. I like that as a fire extinguisher. And then this awesome swamp cooler thingy. And a compressor. Heater, fridge, microwave. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Today's the day we get to do a test flight. Make sure the master's off so that the prop doesn't accidentally turn over. You still want to always pretend that it's a live prop, because it could swing over and you wouldn't even know it. And then sooner or later you have no hands.
Or a face.
And you gotta listen for a gurgle. That's the burp. Now you can check your oil. Clear prop.
Heavy, she's up, and she's flying. That's how it's done. Fuel pump off, oil pressure's good.